They'll look 14-yard touchdown. And the Gators have jumped out in front.
Go. You should cash it in with points.
Zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute out called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Birch. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Birch set to pass. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Birch looking for his running back, and he's got it. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Birch. Throw left side complete. It's Carlson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you cross.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree. Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in this second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense. Moments where it feels too big for him, be ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get put.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
On 1st and 10, Birch looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carlson. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Now they'll run on the draw. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's checked on the web.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. 3/4 in the books. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
You get rock me. You get rock me. You get rock me. Hey, Alpha. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Watch. Yo, cheetah.
2nd and 5. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Florida. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Birch. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Birch. Over the middle, complete. That's Carlson. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Got a man on the right side throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That one good for 14 yards. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Birch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached. It's
next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw. Birch. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well defended, and while it was
2nd and 11. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And, Charles, at this point, it's all about game management. See this one out, and you're national champions.
I think if you go back to the Marcus Washington injury and you ask the coaching staff, what % chance do you think you have of winning 2 games and winning the national title? I'd say they cap it at, what, 15, 20%?
That might be generous, and if you ask the students and the fan base, probably even lower than that, closer to 0%.
And that's what makes this performance definitely one for the ages.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Isaiah Street's the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the double. Mike 51. Blue down. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets, 50 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. An NCAA football game until just 9 days.